Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, The Rise of All People, Opening SSS-Level Talent. Chapter 21. Several battles came down. It took a lot of time. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao were both tired. I am also hungry. Need to take a break to eat something. By the way, let Xu Fuyao take care of the injury. Li Chengfeng bought some food from the system. Shopping. Human raw materials. Meat. Chicken. Buy a chicken. -60 yuan. Shopping. Human mall. Easy grill. Buy a set of simple grill. -20 yuan. Buy these things, and Li Chengfeng puts them out of the storage bracelet. A simple grill with a few iron bars. Find some firewood in the front yard. Put on the chicken. Bake. Li Chengfeng takes care of the roast chicken. At the same time, he took out the first part of the 12 Swords of the Golden Boy and Jade Girl that he had just obtained for study. Ding. Trigger the Swordsman follow-up quest. Defeat the Golden Jade Palace Tianzhao Dragon and Phoenix combination, Shangguan Golden Boy and Shangguan Jade Girl. Task reward. The second part of the stunt of the 12 Swords of the Golden Boy and Jade Girl. Li Chengfeng touched his chin and thought. Shangguan Golden Boy and Shangguan Jade Girl. Sounds like a sibling. Jinyu Palace Tianzhao combination. It is estimated that the level is very high, and if you have the opportunity, you must find them to discuss. Get your hands on the second part of the stunt. Li Chengfeng shared the first part of the stunt with Xu Fuyao. Let her learn a few tricks too. The previous battle with Fengyan was completely won by ordinary moves. Without some winning stunts, it is still a bit difficult to fight. So Li Chengfeng decided, before challenging the second district, now learn some stunts. Even if you can't learn at home, you won't have no skills at that time. Xu Fuyao performed exercises on the side to heal her injuries. Li Chengfeng asked, how's the effect? Generally, you should cultivate the properties of Jioli wood. This will make it easier to treat in the future. Aura has 5 elements. Colors also vary. The base colors for each attribute are metallic gold, wood property green, fire attribute red, water property is white, earth property black. Xu Fuyao's qi is green, obviously her inner qi has a high proportion of wood attribute qi. It belongs to the inner strength of the wood attribute. The nature of wood properties is natural. This attribute can differentiate and cultivate heaven power and earth power. The power of the sky is arrogant and powerful, and the power is even greater. The power of the earth, bred lustrous, with life energy, can promote the growth and repair of the body. Xu Fuyao nodded and said a little helplessly, I think so too, but it's a pity that I'm in a hurry to play the copy. How can I have time to specialize? Then after this fight, go back and focus on it. Otherwise, you will be very annoyed if you don't have any healing ability after the battle. Yeah, what kind of qi you are? I didn't understand it after reading it for a long time. Xu Fuyao was a little puzzled. Li Chengfeng's qi is black. Black-gray with reddish edges, with some golden light on the edges and a slight green gradation. Li Chengfeng stalls hands. I don't have a primary attribute. When he looks at personal attributes, the internal strength ratio is gold 20%, wood 20%, water 20%, fire 20%, soil 20%. The proportions of each type of qi are the same. Mixed together, it will not show any properties. The purer the inner energy, the better. The purer the qi, the more it can show the unique characteristics of that qi. Just like Xu Fuyao's wood attribute qi, the purer it is, the better the therapeutic effect will be after specializing in earth power. After specializing in Tianli, the power effect will increase the greater. How could this happen? Isn't that a garbage constitution without the main attribute? Xu Fuyao wondered. As far as she knows about martial arts these days, inner strength without a prominent attribute is garbage inner strength. Compared with the main attribute, it does not have its own characteristics. There is no way to practice some special martial arts. Li Chengfeng also couldn't understand, and was very puzzled. He is clearly the highest SSS level physical talent. Why is it a garbage physique without main attributes? It shouldn't be. Xu Fuyao has an SS level physical talent. What is shown as the 95% pure wood attribute ratio? Shouldn't I be 100% extremely pure? I don't understand. Li Chengfeng couldn't understand this question at all. Until one day, when he signed in and obtained a copy of the SSS-Level internal strength method. Just understood everything. After rest adjustment. The two practiced stunts for 3 or 2 hours. Li Chengfeng's swordsmanship has reached the 4th level, Dacheng. Xu Fuyao's swordsmanship foundation has also reached the 3rd level, Shaocheng. All have a good foundation of the 12 swords of the Golden Boy and the Jade Girl. In this case, practicing stunts can get twice the result with half the effort. Just 3 or 2 hours of practice. The first part of the stunt has been trained to the 1st level beginner by 2 people. Li Chengfeng's talent is higher than her, and there are buffs. The first part of the stunt has reached 30% proficiency. Entry stunts have. The two set off on the journey again. Enter the second area of the World Association, the General Altar of the World Association. Exchange. Li Chengfeng exchanged 2 Nifeng boots. Release 2 pairs of Warframe boots from the storage bracelet. But they are not boot-shaped. It's a white square brick and a green square brick. Xu Fuyao's martial arts is worse. If she loses the battle, Li Chengfeng will be attacked. In order to prevent this from happening, Li Chengfeng gave her good quality combat boots. Here, put it on. This is Liangpin Ni Feng's boots. Xu Fuyao checked the equipment information. The reward just now, wearing it has a certain protective effect, and can also improve some combat effectiveness. Xu Fuyao looked at another inferior quality in his hand. Can't help but smile. You gave me the best. Li Chengfeng explained. You almost mean your martial arts. Wear better equipment and be more powerful. It also saves me from saving you later. Xu Fuyao smiled and asked. Are you afraid I'll get hurt? I'm afraid you'll get hurt again. You're out of combat. Am I going to deal with Shangba alone? Oh, Li Chengfeng now has a lot of Golden Boy 6 swords, and it is only when she is combined with her 2 swords that it is powerful. Without her Jade Girl sword, its power would be greatly reduced. If he mastered another set of swordsmanship, he might be able to try to fight the bully. But Golden Boy 6 swords is very difficult to single out the hegemony. So, Li Chengfeng also realized that it is necessary to improve other martial arts. The Golden Boy 6 swords alone needs Xu Fuyao's support. But she was obviously a bit slow. Li Chengfeng has learned how to wear the armor through the network of Jupiter natives these days. Take off your sneakers. Step on white bricks with bare feet. The square bricks turned into tiny metal scales. As if alive, he automatically wrapped his feet a little bit. Then, like a pair of white metal socks, he completely wrapped his legs 10 centimeters below his knees. Finally, it slowly expanded, and the shape gradually changed into the shape of a pair of sky blue boots worn by Nifeng. This is the wear of micron-level intelligent armor. Xu Fuyao did the same. The good quality armor boots also wrapped her feet tightly. Xu Fuyao was active, shaking her long straight legs. Why don't you feel lighter? Li Chengfeng said. Battle armor requires you to inject energy into it before it can show its effect. So this is Xu Fuyao tried to supply energy to the battle armor. I soon realized the blessing effect provided by the battle armor. 24-point speed increase. Increases her speed from 114 to 138. Immediately, my feet felt a lot lighter. Sure enough, there is still a battle armor, but unfortunately only the foot armor. It would be nice to have a full body armor, then I can be as light as a swallow. With this copy, won't you have it when you go out? Well, let's fight. Xu Fuyao couldn't wait to rush into the second district. Who dares to break into my world? Xu Fuyao's footsteps are light and fast. Run to the soldier. Before Xiao Bing had time to pull out the knife, she slashed his neck with a sword. The two are still the ordinary gang members who clean up the World Association first. And keep using the stunts you just learned along the way. Ding! The proficiency of the first chapter of Golden Boy 6 Swords has been raised to the 2nd level. After cleaning up the offal, Li Chengfeng's martial arts proficiency has been upgraded. Xu Fuyao's stunt proficiency has also improved, and it is no longer just the 1st level of entry. At this time, the two of them stood in front of the Great Hall of the General Altar of the World Association. A hero in a black and gold robe stands proudly on the eaves. The long black beard fluttered in the strong wind. The sky is more violent. There was a faint roar of thunder. It was as if a dragon was whispering in the clouds. Domineering, level 13, well equipped. Strength 160. Speed 150. Spirit 130. Combat IQ 110. Okay, ha ha ha. Shangba looked up to the sky and laughed a few times. You two are able to break into this place, it seems that your strength is outstanding. Let the old man come to experience it. Say it and jump down. Use the calm clouds falling from the sky, stunt in cloud dispelling palm. Condescendingly, with the invincible Qi Jin, he turned into a giant palm and attacked the two of them. Once you get there, make a big move. Let go of the sword. Li Chengfeng gave orders on the team channel. Xu Fuyao and him swung the crescent-shaped sword Qi towards Shangba together. Whirring. 4 swords over 1 meter flew out. 2 black and 2 green. Disperses the giant palm of Qi Jin. Shangba secretly shocked. These two people can actually send 2 swords at the same time. Of course he didn't know that Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao were both double inner alchemists. The first is not lack of qi. The second qi move was quick. Immediately after, Shangba's panel of clouds and function legs came out together. Use both hands and feet. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao are 2 swordsmen. Cooperation is also considered a tacit understanding. Use swordsmanship to count. Shangba also looked a little unstoppable. What kind of swordsmanship is this, so powerful? Shangba retreated again and again. The 12 swords of the golden boy and the jade girl. What a golden boy and girl, ha! He blasted out his palm to force the 2 back. I don't want to continue to suffer the loss of melee combat. He has realized that he can't fight 2 people or 2 swords in melee combat. So he made a move. Overwhelming mountains and seas. Xu Fuyao walked fast and ducked. Number 1 cooperates with the stunt. Li Chengfeng conducts. Unleash the stunt of sword qi and firecracker. The tiny sword qi continued to shoot out as he swung the sword, flying towards Shangba. Dozens of swords kai crackled like firecrackers. Shangba looked at this, looked at that, his attention was attracted by those swords. Quickly parry and dodge. Xu Fuyao resorted to a move quiet like a virgin, moving like a rabbit. Seemingly slowly approaching Shangba. In fact, there is a hidden murder. Seeing her approaching, Shangba slammed a palm. Xu Fuyao suddenly exerted strength. Move like a rabbit. The whole person was almost ejected, and the speed was extremely fast. The long sword took Shangba's throat straight. Shangba was shocked. The sword is already in front of you. Too late to avoid. Just put your palms together. He tried his best to clamp Xu Fuyao's terrifying sword. However, Li Chengfeng came and cut off his right hand with a sword. How unreasonable, what kind of skill do you two play? Shangba realizes that he cannot win by strength. You can only find a way to outsmart it and see if the other party has the consciousness to go one-on-one. Li Chengfeng enters the plot. Stop talking nonsense, this hero is going to eliminate the evil in Zhonghu today. Damn, don't deceive people too much. The bully is angry. However, he who has lost one hand, how can he still be the opponent of the two? Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao cooperated with several sets of tacit skills. The tyrant was taken down without a hitch. The 2 swords pierced Shangba's chest at the same time. The anger in Shangba's eyes disappeared, and he knelt down. Huo cha! The sky suddenly lit up. A flash of lightning struck down. The red clouds in the sky gradually dissipated. Golden sunlight leaked from the clouds. System hint. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations on defeating Shangba. Close black lens bracket. Normal mode braves the world will challenge success. Close black lens bracket. Get the white word achievement. Close black lens bracket. Level 10 double secret realm. Brave World Club. Normal mode 86 points. Close black lens bracket. At the same time, Xu Fuyao also received a system prompt. Level 10 double secret realm. Brave World Club. Normal mode 74 points. Close black lens bracket. Achievement points represent performance during the challenge. The higher the score, the better the performance when others see it. Show your achievements when teaming up with others. Others can also quickly know the approximate level of the achiever. The two looked at each other. Smile happily. There were some scars on Xu Fuyao's delicate little face. Some blood stains. Part of her sweaty hair was clinging to her cheeks. Parts fluttering in the wind. Charming and graceful. Working side by side not only increases their understanding, The relationship between the two has also improved unknowingly. 2 strands of golden light emerged from Shangba's body and penetrated into the bodies of the two of them. Ding, congratulations, your internal strength has risen to level 11. Close black lens bracket. Li Chengfeng received a system prompt. Cannot help but enjoy. Internal power has been upgraded. After level 10, each attribute increases by 20 points for each level up. Li Chengfeng's attributes have reached 140 points. Hulong. The slate on the square opens and closes. 2 stone pillars rose up against 2 treasure boxes. Shu Fuyao's little face flashed with excitement. Look, what's the reward? She knows that the final keeper boss usually rewards something better. Run up and pick up the first treasure box. Can't open. So go to open the second treasure box. A ray of golden light from a gold coin penetrated into her body. Money plus 6,300 yuan. Close black lens bracket. Look inside the box again. Empty. There's only money. There's nothing else. Shu Fuyao lowered his arms in despair. Although she also knows that in the personal pickup mode, it is impossible for everyone to have good things in their loot boxes. A boss usually only rewards one piece of equipment. Only lucky individuals can be opened in the treasure box. Li Chengfeng picked up his own treasure box. Shu Fuyao came up. She blinked her watery eyes at the treasure box. He pursed his lips slightly. Look forward to. Li Chengfeng opened the box. The golden light penetrated into the body. Money plus 16,030 yuan. Close black lens bracket. Triple burst rate. 3 times as happy. What was left in the box were 2 cards, one of which glowed green. Ordinary golden knife white characters. Good product. Broken jade sword green characters. Shu Fuyao couldn't help screaming. Yeah, it's actually a weapon. And it's 2 weapons. Usually the probability of a boss rewarding a weapon is very low. Generally reward armor based. Out of 10 rewards, only 1 is a weapon. The price of a weapon can often catch up with a set of battle armor of the same level and quality. The probability of a boss rewarding 2 items at a time is only 1%. Li Chengfeng's treasure box rewards weapons, and there are still 2. Therefore, Shu Fuyao couldn't help but scream. You're lucky too. Why are you so lucky? It's really yours. Li Chengfeng couldn't help but smile. I have a 300% explosion rate. Could it be bad luck? Okay, now, we finally have weapons available. Li Chengfeng is also very happy. He had worn out an artificial sword earlier. When I hit the second district, I spent another 1,000 to buy one. As a result, after the fight against Shangba, the sword was damaged and incomplete, and it was almost unusable. There are now 2 weapons. This is much easier to use than that man-made ordinary sword. However, the 2 learn swordsmanship. The golden knife is useless. You can only get it in the mall and sell it for money. Then buy the appropriate weapon. But there are trade losses in the middle. About 10% of the weapon's value. If you can find someone willing to exchange weapons of the same level, you can avoid trade losses. Li Chengfeng double-checked whether there was anything else in the treasure box. See if there are any good things like martial arts. Determined not to, he threw away the treasure box. After all, such things as martial arts are quite difficult to come out. The explosion rate is terribly low. Hulong. Open a gap in the ground of the square. Raise a square cabin. Medical cabin. After the dungeon challenge is successful, a free healing medical service will be given. The 2 entered separately and received treatment. The wounds, large and small, healed quickly. The harvest of this dungeon challenge, with the blessing of Li Chengfeng's explosion rate, is quite rich. Li Chengfeng received a total of more than 56,000 yuan. Normal, Ni Feng's boots. Good product, Ni Feng's boots. Ordinary, sub-golden knife. Good product, broken jade sword. Shu Fuyao earned a total of more than 18,000 yuan. A 1-star speed spar. Of course, the real harvest is still waiting at the dungeon entrance. The 2 walked into the portal at the entrance of the instance. Was teleported to the holy station portal when entering the instance. It was already dusk. The 2 go in for a day. Jack Zhang waited at the door for a long time, and was already sitting on the ground impatiently. At this time, the 2 of them came out. He jumped up and ran over. Finally, it's out. You can hide past the first day of the first year, but you can't hide from the 15th. Do you think I'll leave if you don't come out of the dungeon? No way. Li Chengfeng couldn't help but laugh. This guy is still here. What are you laughing? Jack Zhang hooked his finger. Hurry up and transfer the money, or I will start the contract enforcement. Contracts are not automatically executed when conditions are met. Instead, the testing of contract conditions begins only when one party requests execution. If the condition is met, it will be executed. If not achieved, it will not be implemented. Li Chengfeng held back his laughter and made fun of him. Pretending to be pitiful. Please don't execute it, okay? We only have so much money. If you take our money, how will we live in the future? Jack Zhang folded his arms, as if it had nothing to do with him hanging up high. Why do you care about my shit? Hurry up, or I'm going to execute it. Xu Fuyao couldn't help covering her mouth and snickering. I thought Li Chengfeng was bad enough. But it's the kind that she likes bad. Be merciful, HMPH, if you want me to be merciful, that's fine. Really, as long as you kneel and get under my crotch, and this young lady is accompanying me to play 2 copies, I will not execute it. No way. Go. Li Chengfeng greeted Xu Fuyao to leave. Jack Zhang was taken aback. Hey, you still dare to go, you can try one step further, and I will execute the contract immediately. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao walked away without looking back. Jack Zhang said from behind. Damn, do you think I dare not execute it? Well, I will make you a pauper. The contract is executed. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao stopped and turned around. Jack Zhang grinned. Wait for the system prompt to receive the transfer. However, he did not receive the transfer reminder. I only felt that the fine armor I was wearing was automatically peeled off without his order. The smile on Jack Zhang's face disappeared little by little. Hand armor, chest armor, leg armor, head armor, and foot armor were stripped from him. Then it was reduced to pieces of metal glowing green. Finally fly slowly towards Li Chengfeng. Jack Zhang was dumbfounded. What's the situation? What's going on? 5 parts of the armor fell to Li Chengfeng's feet. Li Chengfeng aimed the absorbing beam of the storage bracelet at them. The 5 armors entered his bracelet obediently. The shocked expression on Jack Zhang's face was very funny. Xu Fuyao couldn't help covering her mouth and laughing when she saw it. Li Chengfeng raised his eyebrows at Jack Zhang. Thanks. Take away a set of excellent armor worth hundreds of thousands, just thank you. Jack Zhang never thought that he would succeed in the challenge of the 2 sessions. It's good for a newcomer to have internal skills. To challenge the martial skills of dungeons, it takes decades of hard practice. However, his armor flew away. Apparently enforced by contract. Only at this time did Jack Zhang have the heart to check the achievement information of the 2. Xu Fuyao, Level 10 Double Secret Realm, Brave World Club, Normal Mode 74 points. Close black lens bracket. Li Chengfeng, Level 10 Double Secret Realm, Brave World Club, Normal Mode 86 points. Close black lens bracket. Jack Zhang was shocked. 86 points. This is a high-scoring achievement. Reaching 60 points is just to pass the copy challenge. 86 points, it is easy to pass the challenge. He couldn't believe the scene in front of him. The 2 newcomers who have just arrived can pass the copy. It can even pass with a score far exceeding 60 points. He remembered his actions and threats just now. Felt like a jumping clown. They clearly passed the challenge, and they are eager to execute the contract. He knew he was being tricked. And it's being played around. Jack Zhang's face, as pale as paper, couldn't help but turn red as if on fire. Think about your own set of quality armor. Hundreds of thousands of things. It's gone. He crouched down, frantically grabbing at his blonde hair. I lost a set of armor, how can I explain it when I go home? Snapped. He slapped himself hard. Go back and make something delicious. Li Chengfeng is very satisfied. Full harvest today. The holy station has 4 gates. The 2 came out from the south gate. There are many stalls on both sides of the gate. Not selling things, but recruiting people. Some stand sect flags. Some also have national flags. There are also family flags. These people all know that almost all those who come to the holy station at this time are cultivation geniuses. Otherwise, it is impossible to reach level 10 in just over a month. Since he is a genius, then naturally everyone wants to recruit. When Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao came, they all rejected them. Now that it comes out again, it is inevitable to be seen again. Immediately, a pair of good-looking men and women came up to meet them. They are well-dressed and well-mannered. Woman smiles greeting. Mr. Li Chengfeng, Ms. Xu Fuyao, hello, we belong to the Shenzhou Empire, you haven't joined the nationality yet, have you? She checked the information of the two, and naturally saw their names. When Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao came, they were concerned about the copy. Don't care about them at all. Now that the copy is finished, I have the intention to understand it. No, please sit here, can we introduce our Shenzhou Empire to you? Li Chengfeng nodded and went to sit down at their table with Xu Fuyao. The man releases 2 clean cups from the bracelet. Pour tea for both of them. The woman smiles. The two are fluent in Chinese, so they should be Chinese, right? Yes, it just so happens that our Shenzhou Empire is mostly of Han blood. If the two join our country, they will definitely be able to integrate well. Xu Fuyao asked, did you all come from Blue Star before? Yes, our ancestors are the same as you, all from Blue Star. It's just the first universe. Our Shenzhou Empire was 350 years ago. Li Chengfeng didn't want to hear her talk too much, so he interrupted. Don't talk about history, I'm not interested. Talk about the characteristics of your country, what are the benefits and obligations of joining you? The man smiled and said, Mr. Li is really a straightforward personality. Our Shenzhou Empire implements the chivalrous system, and all laws and regulations open the door for knights. When you reach level 10 and you have enough reputation, you can apply for the status of a knight, and you can enjoy a monthly state allowance. Take the first level 10 to 20 Xiaoxia as an example, they can receive a monthly allowance of about 10,000 yuan. Xu Fuyao asked, what does the little man need to do? Nothing needs to be done, just answer the call of the country in times of special war. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao looked at each other. Obviously there are some surprises. Good guy, there is no need to do anything, and the country pays 10,000 yuan per month for nothing. Is this Shenzhou Empire so rich and powerful? Really an empire? Li Chengfeng continued to ask. What obligations are there? As a citizen of the country, enjoying national asylum naturally also pays taxes for the country. You should understand this, right? After all, the country needs funds to operate. Xu Fuyao asked, what is the tax rate? The personal income tax of ordinary citizens is 30%, and if it is a Xiaoxia, it is 25%. The higher the rank, the lower the tax point. What kind of income counts as personal income? For example, the money picked up in your copy, such as the net profit obtained from purchasing raw materials from the holy station and processing them into commodities. Li Chengfeng calculates that his income is 56,000 today. According to 30% tax of ordinary citizens, 16,000 must be paid. Can't come, two can't come. The state pays 10,000 yuan a month, and he has to pay 16,000 yuan in tax a day today. Immediately lost interest in becoming a citizen. Li Chengfeng gave up. Forget it, the tax is too high and I don't want to join. Mr. Li, don't worry. We in China also consider that you have just come to Jupiter, and the economy is tense. Therefore, there is a tax reduction policy. The first 10 years are tax-free, and you don't have to pay a penny. Xu Fuyao thought it was okay to hear it. That seems not bad, but only knights have allowances. The woman smiled and said calmly, of course not. The state considers that you are newcomers and have no financial accumulation. There is an initial hardship subsidy program. As long as you are newcomers, you can enjoy a bailout subsidy of 200 yuan per month per level. I'm level 10, which means I have 2,000 yuan per month. Yes, the bailout program lasts for 5 years. When Xu Fuyao thought about it, it seemed really good. It's no wonder that many people in the Modu University group said that they had joined a certain nationality. It turns out that you can directly take the money for free. Cow batch, Li Chengfeng screamed in his heart. These countries are too good at doing business. The newcomers are now at a low level and can't get much subsidies. Send 5 years of small money to support the newcomer first. Later newcomers can make money when they level up, and they will be taxed for decades. That is more than the subsidy that can be issued in the past 5 years. Big demographic dividends. It's also a great deal. Let's go back and think about it. Li Chengfeng was not in a hurry to make a decision. From a short-term personal point of view, joining the state does have its benefits. But in terms of long-term benefits, it's not always the case. The woman stopped him. Mr. Li, don't worry. We also have a talent training program. What do you mean? That is, if you reach level 10 within a month of arriving at Jupiter. That is, if you join our country within the Genius Training Plan, you will get a cash reward of 100,000 yuan. 100,000 yuan. Xu Fuyao's eyes lit up. You can get another 100,000 for free. I couldn't help but get a little excited. Join this country and get 100,000 rewards first. There is a monthly subsidy of 2,000 yuan. If you want to become a knight, you will have a monthly allowance of 10,000. We will seriously consider it. Li Chengfeng was not in a hurry to make a decision. After all, joining a country is a big deal. You can't just make a hasty decision. Besides, as far as he knew, there were several empires in this world. The Shenzhou Empire is not the most financially rich of them all. Maybe other countries have better welfare benefits. You won't lose out by shopping around. Mr. Li, our talent training program has a limited number of places. I have 100 places in hand, and now there are only 5 left. Do you want to make a decision sooner? If it is too late, there will be no rewards if the places are gone. Ha ha, Li Chengfeng knows this well. This is clearly a promotional tool. It's just a rhetoric that wants customers to make a decision quickly. He won't be fooled easily. He insisted on thinking about it for a few days. The woman didn't say more, and added the 2 to the address book to facilitate contact at that time. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao came out of their booth. Although it was already dusk. But there are basically new people in front of each booth who are accepting sales. Just a few steps away, another white-bearded old man and a beautiful girl came up to greet each other. Li Chengfeng chivalrous, Xu Fuyao female chivalrous, hello. Li Chengfeng asked, which country are you from? Haha, Li Shi misunderstood. We are not recruiting citizens, but disciples. That's it. The 2 of me are from the first sect of the Xiaoyao sect in the Qin country. We are here to recruit new disciples. Are you 2 newcomers? Li Chengfeng understood. Faction admissions. You can find out. After all, sects are the mainstream of today's world. We are newcomers. You 2, please take a seat here. The old man invited the 2 to sit down at their booth, with a kind smile on his face. I can't see that the 2 are young and new, but they are already level 10. They are really talented. Li Chengfeng didn't talk nonsense with him either, just straight to the point. Old gentleman, what kind of welfare system does your sect have? Please also briefly explain that we are all hungry and rushing home to get food. The old man stroked his beard and smiled. Haha, it's okay, Shouty, serve the food. The girl snorted obediently. She looked 15 or 16 years old, with a delicate and small figure. He has smooth blonde hair, especially large eyes, and it is as dark and bright as black stones at the bottom of the water. Obviously a mixed race. It looks very beautiful and cute. She released a few dishes covered in plastic wrap from the storage bracelet. On the table, remove the plastic wrap. The girl's palm was facing down, and a red translucent scorching chi of fire attribute was released from her palm. Take a tour of the dishes. The dishes that were originally cold have a hot aroma. The girl put 2 pairs of clean bowls and chopsticks in front of them. How about listening to the old man while you 2 eat? Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao looked at each other. He smacked his mouth, obviously wanting to eat it when he smelled the aroma. When I go back, I have to make my own food. Wait at least an hour before you can eat it. Xu Fuyao nodded slightly. You take a bite first. Although Li Chengfeng doesn't think they will be poisoned. But be careful sailing a 1,000-year-old ship. To be on the safe side, let them eat and see for themselves. The old man smiled and gave the girl a wink. The girl pouted and tried to show them to Li Chengfeng. Then we're welcome. Li Chengfeng picked up the bowl and chopsticks and started eating. It was delicious and very tasty. Can't help but praise. Well, your food is so delicious. The old man stroked his beard with satisfaction and smiled. Ha ha ha, life is alive, eat and drink 2 words. Come into my door, happy life. This is the slogan of our Xiaoyao faction. There is no other person in the world who knows how to eat and drink better than my Xiaoyao sect. What the two of you are eating now are the quick heat dishes produced by my Xiaoyao sect. Li Chengfeng raised his head. Does it mean that your Xiaoyao faction produced this? Yes, this is the main business of our Xiaoyao faction. The girl reminded. If you like to eat, you can buy it at the system mall at any time. Li Chengfeng was taken aback. Can this be bought directly at the mall? Yes, just search the shopping mall for Xiaoyao Pai quick heat dishes. Li Chengfeng immediately entered the system search to see. Sure enough, hundreds of dishes came out. It turns out that you can buy fresh rice directly through the system. He doesn't know this function. I thought that the system was like a certain treasure, and could only buy instant noodles or snail noodles or something. However, the quick-heated delicacies of the Happy Pie are quite expensive. The cheapest one is a few $100. But it's really delicious. Worth the price. Our Xiaoyao Pai's annual catering sales amount to trillions, and it is the #1 catering establishment today. Li Chengfeng hadn't seen it before. Behind this old man and one young man is such a powerful sect. Sales are in the trillions, and profits are estimated to be in the hundreds of billions. This must be a rich clan. Long experience, your faction is awesome, awesome. Talent information can only be seen by oneself and cannot be disclosed. But even if he couldn't see it, the old man knew that the two of them had outstanding cultivation talents. Martial arts talent is also very good. Because from the perspective of the old man, 2 lines of white characters are floating above their heads. Level 10 Double Secret Realm, Brave World Club, Normal Mode 86 points. Close black lens bracket. Level 10 Double Secret Realm, Brave World Club, Normal Mode 74 points. Close black lens bracket. The achievement information that the two chose to disclose just now was not hidden. The newcomer arrived at Jupiter in less than 10 days. In just 10 days, the two have successfully challenged the secret realm. And still more than 60 points, passing the challenge with ease. It is enough to see the horror of their talents. The old man was very excited in his heart, but he was still calm on the surface. The talents of the two are excellent, and they are not bad. My faction needs talents like the two to join. How about the benefits of your freelance sect? Li Chengfeng asked while eating. Inner disciple, 2,000 yuan per month salary per level. The meat Shu Fuyao brought to his mouth stopped. Obviously taken aback. Each level is 2,000 yuan, and she is now level 10, which means a monthly salary of 20,000 yuan. She asked, what needs to be done? Going to work. About 4 hours a day, weekends off. Shu Fuyao was instantly overjoyed. This benefit is very good. The old man noticed that the two already have an ordinary achievement in white. If you can get an outstanding achievement in blue, then you don't have to do any work. Shu Fuyao asked, how to get great achievement? Through the super difficult Secret Realm challenge, you can obtain the blue word outstanding achievement. With the talents of the two, I believe that after 10 years of hard work in the martial arts of my school, overcoming the super difficulty should not be a problem. Li Chengfeng pouted. Is 20,000 yuan a lot? Not much. He made 50,000 a day today, not counting equipment. It's just that each difficulty of each copy can only be played once a year. Unlimited brushing is not possible. In the normal mode, they can only fight again next year. But hard mode can try it. The old man noticed the small expression on Li Chengfeng's face. Knowing this base salary is unlikely to attract talent like him. But the sect's salary increase system is more than that. The old man continued to move out of Welfare Road. In addition, our Xiaoyao faction also implements the achievement salary increase system. For every ordinary achievement, the monthly salary will increase by 1,000 yuan. Shu Fuyao, this seems to be pretty good. I have 21,000 a month. After a few more achievements, the salary will rise. For every outstanding achievement, the monthly salary will increase by 5,000 yuan. For every outstanding achievement, the monthly salary will increase by 50,000 yuan. Wow, excellence is so valuable. Shu Fuyao couldn't help muttering. What about epic achievements? Li Chengfeng asked while eating. Gradually got some interest. There are so many copies, and a few more achievements, superimposed, the salary is still very impressive. Join a sect, you don't have to do anything, just that little money every month. Isn't that beautiful? The old man smiled. Epic achievements are not so easy to get. It's hard to get one out of millions. So for every epic achievement, the monthly salary increases by 10 million yuan. Cough cough. Shu Fuyao choked and said in shock. 10 million. 10 million a month, the annual salary is hundreds of millions. Yes, 10 million. But it's not easy to get an epic achievement. I have sent hundreds of years, but only one person has this honor. Li Chengfeng went on to say. Above the epic, is there a higher achievement? The old man suddenly stopped smiling, his face solemn. Above the epic, there are ancient and modern legends. How many geniuses and heroes have pursued legendary achievements all their lives and become obsessed with them, but in the end, they are all fetching water from bamboo baskets. No one in our Qin country has ever achieved legendary achievements. Good stuff. Legendary achievements are a good thing. Li Chengfeng was moved. It's not that I'm excited about the happy faction. Instead, it's heartwarming for legendary achievements. The achievements that no one in a country has achieved must be very valuable. You haven't said how much legendary achievements cost. The old man asked. How can legend be measured by money? It's not that he doesn't want to say it. It's that the Xiaoyao faction doesn't specify how much legendary achievements are worth. After all, they have only achieved an epic achievement in the hundreds of years. The 10 million salary of the epic achievement is not very useful, let alone the legend. Li Chengfeng is a little sorry. The girl strangely turned her big watery eyes. Big brother, legendary achievements monthly salary will increase by 1 yttrium yuan. The money is here, see if you have the ability to take it. What, isn't this provoking yourself? Just relying on your words, believe it or not, you will go bankrupt with your free pact. The old man turned his head to look at the girl in confusion. A question mark. Li Chengfeng can see that it seems that the girl said it casually on her own initiative. Is there any such rule? This old man is not too sure, and he has to ask the head to find out. Okay, what is your Xiaoyao faction from Qin? The number 1 door in the Qin state. Entering the sect isn't just about making money. What's more important is to learn the unique skills of the sect that are not passed on. Li Chengfeng asked, what martial arts skills does your faction have? I have a history of more than 400 years, and we have all kinds of martial arts with swords, spears, swords and halberds. Li Chengfeng knows that in general this kind of everything is miscellaneous but not refined. What's the most famous? That's naturally the Bei Ming divine art that I sent. This art can absorb the inner energy of others and use it for one's own use. If the inner energy is exhausted during the battle, it can be quickly replenished by absorbing the inner energy of others. Li Chengfeng was slightly startled. Naturally, he had heard the name of Bei Ming divine art. Does it mean that after practicing Northern Ming divine art, as long as you have the ability to breathe, you can achieve unlimited firepower? The old man nodded. Not bad. Li Chengfeng was surprised. This magic can be a bit cool. I learned that as long as someone can suck, it can achieve unlimited firepower. But this seems to be a kind of evil. There are probably side effects. So he said, what are the side effects of this exercise? Please tell the seniors truthfully. There are introductions about Bei-Ming magic on the internet. Negative effects can be found. The old man also said truthfully. To be honest, this technique can only absorb the chi of those with the same main attribute. For example, if the old man has the fire attribute, he can only absorb the chi of the fire attribute martial artist. If he absorbs gold, wood, water and soil, it will cause great damage to the body. Unless. Li Chengfeng went down and asked. Unless what? Unless those who practice this exercise have no main attributes themselves, they can inhale at will, and there are basically no side effects. Shu Fuyao looked at Li Chengfeng in surprise. He has the same amount of each attribute of gold, wood, water, fire, and earth, and he is the person with the least primary attribute in this world. In this way, Bei Ming Shen Gong is perfect for Li Chengfeng. Li Chengfeng himself realized this. The corners of his mouth lifted. In this way, although he does not have a main attribute, he cannot cultivate special martial skills with attributes. But you can rely on Bei Ming Shen Gong to suck so as to achieve unlimited firepower. Li Chengfeng is already interested in joining the Xiaoyao faction. Not for anything else, but to learn that Northern Ming divine art. Li Chengfeng got up, wiped his mouth and said, okay, let's think about it when we get back. Thanks for the meal. He wasn't in a hurry to make a decision. Joining a sect is more careful than going to college. It can take several days to fill out the application form for college. When choosing a sect, it is natural to carefully understand what the sect is like. The old man adds 2 people to the address book for follow-up communication. After going back, Li Chengfeng did some internet research on Xiaoyaopai. It is indeed the first sect of Qin state. But Qin is a small country. The population is just over 20 million. It can't be compared with a big country with hundreds of millions of people like the Shenzhou Empire. Of course, Xiaoyao School is indeed the world's #1 catering school. And, just to be able to enter the world's top 500 martial arts. Ranked 498th in the world martial arts ranking. Happy people like to play around everywhere. Hedonism prevails. Search all over the world for various ingredients. Create a variety of new and amazing dishes. Join the happy faction, and nothing else. At least the good fortune is definitely there. Xu Fuyao meant to join the Xiaoyao faction. But Li Chengfeng has not made a final decision. Tired day. After Li Chengfeng washed up, he went to the thin small sofa. The sofa rattled. The quality is too poor. I made tens of thousands today, and it's not that bad. Going to get a bigger sofa. It's hard to choose a satisfactory one. As a result, the new sofa is too big. The space occupied is more than 1 cubic meter. There is no way to get it out through his wristband, which has only 1 cubic meter of storage space. Then, Li Chengfeng wanted to upgrade the space for his storage bracelet. The upgrade method is also simple. 1,000 yuan can combine the space of 2 storage bracelets. However, shopping malls to search for a look. Startled. The price of a bracelet with 1 cubic meter of space is as high as 500,000 yuan. Can he upgrade it? The product is too large to be removed from the bracelet. Just go to the local holy station to pick it up. But the home is more than 10 kilometers away from the holy station. Is it difficult to carry the sofa back? So the plan to change the sofa can only be put on hold temporarily. Now, Li Chengfeng took out Jack Zhang's armor and took a look. Strength properties are outstanding. Those who use heavy weapons need strength attributes. Li Chengfeng now mainly uses the light sword. This armor is inappropriate. I can only sell it in the mall and exchange it for money. Then consider spending money to buy a set of armor. Look at the market. The price of a set of 11-level high-quality battle armor is about 150,000. Shopping. Human mall. Selling armor. When selling armor, Li Chengfeng can choose what race to buy. Eliminate the introduction of shopping mall information. Only select the human race, then only humans can see and buy. Li Chengfeng didn't care so much, and just checked the selection. Thinking about selling to all species, maybe it can be sold faster. Price hanging. 150,000 yuan. Just hung up. Open black lens bracket ding. Your item has been sold. Close black lens bracket. Money plus 142,500 yuan. Close black lens bracket. OMG. Li Chengfeng was surprised. How many seconds is this? Sold out so soon. The shopping mall in Saint Station is also too good. Go in to see the details. The armor was bought by a high elf. The mall is very fast. However, a 5% transaction fee is deducted. Li Chengfeng still has a 300% explosion rate for 6 days. Want to seize the time to challenge the copy more. However, each mode of the copy can only be challenged once a year. When he checked the progress list of his own copy. In normal mode, Brave the World will display. Cooldown time 9,995 hours. Jupiter has 25 hours a day. 400 days a year. It's 10,000 hours a year. Next, Li Chengfeng is still going to continue to play the copy. So prepare to get yourself a set of armor. Increase your combat power. Warframes are divided into assemblies and sets. Assembly is the combination of different parts into a set. A set is a combination of the original set. Sets will have some additional attributes or bonuses compared to assemblies. So, kit is better than assembly. Buy it if you want. Li Chengfeng added 30,000 yuan. For a total price of 172,500 yuan, I bought a good black and gold swordsman suit for myself. Black gold transparent helmet. Black gold swordsman gloves. Black gold swordsman breastplate. Black gold swordsman leg plates. Black gold swordsman boots. Its properties are: open black lens bracket black gold swordsman set close black lens bracket. Requirements: Level 11. Physical defense, 220. Strength, plus 90. Speed, plus 120. Spirit, plus 100. Resistance, gold 15, wood 12, water 11, fire 24, earth 18. Introduction. Made of black gold, the whole body is jet black, with a golden streamer band all over the body. Set effect 1. Black gold absorbs light, and the streamer belt emits a strong flash around every 10 seconds, which can blind others for 1 second. Good quality armor is available. As for weapons, Li Chengfeng broke 2 swords in 1 copy, so he doesn't want to use the artificial sword with a physical attack of 50 points. Li Yongpen's broken jade sword was exchanged by him as its own weapon. Compared with the artificial sword, its attributes have improved a lot. Good product, broken jade sword. Type, sword. Level, level 10. Introduction, cut gold and jade without leaving traces. Mass, 16 kilograms. Quality change multiple, 2 times. Suitable attribute, water. Physical attack, 340. Chi injury increase, plus 20% minus 5% if the attributes do not match. Special effect, Chi move effective attack distance plus 10 meters. Gem setting, none. Casting material, iron jade, rare mixed metal. The ridge of this sword is light blue iron jade. There is a hole in the center of the sword grid, which can be embedded with a spar. The blade is wide and flat, the silver is as bright as a mirror, and it is unusually sharp. Iron jade is more conducive to the conduction of water element chi. Therefore, this sword is more suitable for warriors with water attribute internal skills. However, Li Chengfeng has no main attribute, so it doesn't matter what kind of weapon he uses. Anyway, the physical attack of this 340 points is almost 7 times that of the artificial sword he used before. The improvement is not that big. The 5% increase in chi damage is worth it. There is 1 ordinary golden knife left. Xu Fuyao didn't need it either. Li Chengfeng stayed for the time being, in order not to learn the knife technique in the future but have no knife to use. Compared with Li Chengfeng, Xu Fuyao, who did not have the blessing of explosion rate, was a bit miserable. After the entire dungeon came down, she didn't find a piece of equipment. There is only 1 1-star speed spar, plus 18,000 yuan in money. Ordinary people will probably earn less than 30,000 yuan for a double dungeon. Certainly, a suit of armor that Li Chengfeng won from Jack Zhang. The credit of Xu Fuyao is indispensable. Then, the money in Xu Fuyao's account was also bet. It's like a 3-person bet. So, in fact, the suit of armor Li Chengfeng obtained should be counted as a share of Xu Fuyao. Jack Zhang's suit of armor sold for 140,000. Li Chengfeng told her about it. So expensive. Well, I'll give you 70,000 if it's half of you. I'll give you 30,000 first. You can buy a set of ordinary equipment first. Li Chengfeng now has more than 30,000 yuan on hand. The money isn't hot yet. The loose feeling in hand is not enough. Xu Fuyao was a little reluctant. But think about buying equipment as an investment in yourself. In order to make better money, it makes sense. With Li Chengfeng's 30,000, plus his own more than 20,000. Xu Fuyao is also enough to buy 4 pieces of equipment other than boots. It cost 46,000 to buy the helmet, breastplate, gloves and leg armor of the battle armor. Although there are armors, there are no weapons. Her artificial sword was also damaged a lot after finishing the dungeon. The ordinary weapons dropped by the copy are almost 60,000. Can't leave her unarmed. Li Chengfeng simply gave her the ordinary golden knife. Let her sell it and buy a sword. The relationship between the two is good friends, not boyfriend and girlfriend. Xu Fuyao is not the kind of girl who takes advantage of others for nothing. Therefore, it is very serious to settle accounts with Li Chengfeng. The quality boots you gave me are worth 24,000. You gave me another 30,000 just now. I sold this knife for 59,000. After all, I owe you 40,000. The two are so familiar. Li Chengfeng also didn't want to quarrel with her. After all, talking about money hurts feelings. Little money, don't worry about it. Xu Fuyao smiled and didn't bother about this issue at the moment. With the money from selling knives, she successfully bought a level 10 ordinary quality sword that was rewarded by the dungeon. Normal, ironwood sword. Type, sword. Requirements, level 10. Introduction, made of ironwood, wooden channel. Mass, 5 kilograms. Quality change multiple, 1.5 times. Suitable for attributes, wood. Physical attack, 145. Chi injury increase, plus 30%. Perfect match of attributes plus 14%. Casting material, ironwood, rare metal. The next day, the two were not in a hurry to challenge the hard mode and brave the world. Instead, based on the experience summed up in the last challenge, he made some adjustments to his own shortcomings. Shu Fuyao is quite pure wood attribute internal power. Tianli wood attributes, and earth wood attributes, can be repaired separately. Usually the wood attribute internal power is a single internal alchemy, and can only choose one of the two. Either choose the powerful, Tianli, or choose earth power, with low power and strong healing. You can't have the best of both worlds. But Shu Fuyao is a double inner alchemy. It is completely possible to repair heaven and earth. An inner alchemy specializing in Tianli wood. An inner alchemy specialized in earth force wood. It can both deal damage and heal. You have it both. Chapter 31. Shu Fuyao's specialization takes 2 or 3 days. Li Chengfeng took advantage of this time to practice and study the more advanced double inner alchemy method. What he used before was the primary double inner alchemy qi. The time required to release the energy of the move is half of that of a single alchemy. At this time, do some research. His martial skill talent is SS level, plus he has a 100% martial skill improvement blessing. It only took 1 day to learn the intermediate double inner alchemy method. As such, the time required for Li Chengfeng to release the qi of his moves is a quarter of that of Shan Needon. Another day, Li Chengfeng learned the advanced practice of double inner alchemy. Spiral opposite to the popular qi method. Use this method to activate the inner strength for a moment. Li Chengfeng could feel the qi flow running fast in his body. Ordinary single inner alchemy is like a country road. The primary double inner alchemy activation method is like a national road. And the intermediate double inner alchemy activation of Dharma Xingqi is like a highway. As for the high-level double inner alchemy to activate the Dharma Xingqi, it was like leaving the land and feeling like flying. The two qi flow spirals interact, create a wind nest effect, hedge each other to accelerate. The speed is 4 times that of the single inner alchemy, with the ultra-high-speed flow of spiritual energy in the body. The blessings given by Reiki to Li Chengfeng have also increased by almost 50% on the original basis. His basic attributes are 20 points. The 11th level should have the blessing of 10 points per level for the first 10 levels. Plus 20 points from level 11. The properties that he should have under normal circumstances are: Strength 140 points, Speed 140 points, Spirit 140 points. But the ultra-high-speed flow of inner energy gave him an additional 50% blessing. Now, as long as Li Chengfeng uses the advanced double inner alchemy method to activate inner strength, the properties are reached: Strength 200 points, Speed 200 points, Spirit 200 points. So Li Chengfeng activated his inner strength. It feels like flying in general. He had to sigh that Shuangzi Shuangshou divine art is worthy of being an SS level internal force. On the other hand, Shu Fuyao's specialization is only halfway through. One of the inner alchemy specialized in Tianli. The other one that specializes in earth power has not yet been completed. While waiting for her, Li Chengfeng also went outside to practice swordsmanship. In the past few days, various schools and factions from Jupiter have come to the newcomer area to recruit people. The powerful and famous sects are recruiting geniuses at the holy station. Some small and medium sects with weaker strengths recruit people downstairs in the community. There are more than a dozen booths downstairs in the 8 buildings where Li Chengfeng lives. Li Chengfeng has long been interested in practicing the small trembling sword technique, which is not limited by the combination of 2 swords. It's just that this swordsmanship has no stunt, which makes him a little distressed. However, the task of this swordsmanship is to defeat a man from Trembling Sword Villa. Now, so many sects are coming to the newcomer area to recruit people. Trembling Sword Villa is a major faction in Zhongzhou, and it should also send disciples to the Xinren district. Li Chengfeng then checked the official website of Trembling Sword Villa and obtained their phone number. Call to see if they have an admissions point at St. Station 6108. The result is really there. It is set in the 56th community, not far from the number 88 neighborhood where Li Chengfeng is located. Almost 10 kilometers. Li Chengfeng activated his inner strength. Get ready for a run. He has a speed of 200. The normal running speed is already 10 times that of ordinary people. Run to community number 86 at 200 kilometers per hour. Because there are people on the way. It took Li Chengfeng 4 minutes to reach the number 56 community. Soon found the same stall as the martial art Peugeot on the cover of Swordsmanship. At the booth was a young man and woman in their 20s. Li Chengfeng stepped forward and checked the information of the two of them. Ma Jun, grade 14. Zhu Mei, grade 13. At the same time, the two also saw Li Chengfeng and checked his information. This brother, what advice do you have? Ma Jun clasped his fists and smiled. He met Li Chengfeng, level 11, but he was a rookie. I just thought it was a disciple from a certain sect who came here to recruit students. Li Chengfeng also embraced him like a martial artist. May I ask if Brother Ma is from the Trembling Sword Villa? Yes, I'm a middle-level inner disciple of Trembling Sword Villa. I don't know which school Brother Li is from. I haven't joined the sect yet, but I really want to experience the martial arts of your Trembling Sword Villa. I hope Brother Ma will give me some advice. Learn, enlighten me. The people around can't help but gleam when they hear these 4 words. They are all people who practice martial arts, and they don't know that these 4 words mean to do it. Hands-on, naturally there is a play to watch. People who practice martial arts like to watch this kind of play where others learn from each other. Ma Jun was slightly taken aback. Confirmed again Li Chengfeng level 11. But I am 3 levels higher than Brother Li, does Brother Li really want to learn from me? Normally, level 14 and 11 are not the same level. Because level 10 and above, every level up, the attribute blessings brought by internal strength will increase by 20 points. Level 11 only enjoys the 20-point blessing of level 1, and the others are all 10-point blessings. And level 14, enjoy the 20 blessing of level 4. At level 11, all attributes are increased by 120. At level 14, all attributes have been increased by 180. The latter is 1.5 times that of the former. The difference is not that big. People who set up stalls around C. Li Chengfeng challenged a person 3 levels higher than himself. They are also puzzled. That person surnamed Li is only level 11, yet he dares to challenge level 14. The guts are fat. It's better to say that I don't know how high the sky is. Level 14 internal strength blessing is much higher than level 11. I don't know what he thinks. It's probably itchy skin, so I'm looking for abuse. Yeah, don't look at the situation. That one is a disciple of Trembling Sword Villa. The Trembling Swordsmanship is a world-renowned first-class swordsmanship. That person is still out of line, so he must be mentally ill. Li Chengfeng. When the internal strength is activated, the spirit is greatly improved. Even if the people around are talking in a low voice, he also heard clearly. These words are harsh enough. For the time being, I just said to Ma Jun. Yes, I just want to learn from you. Ma Jun thought about it. I am fully blessed with 1.5 times the internal strength attributes of others. To learn from him, isn't that bullying others based on his own internal strength? So he pointed to the junior sister Zhu Mei next to him. Why don't you compare with my junior sister? Her swordsmanship is higher than mine. I won't be ugly in front of Li brother. Ma Jun's speech is humble. But most people know that he thinks that Li Chengfeng's internal strength is low and he is afraid of people gossiping. So he was pushed to a female disciple. As soon as Li Chengfeng came up, he asked Ma Jun for advice. The level 13 Zhu Mei was directly ignored. In Zhu Mei's view, Li Chengfeng looked down on her as a woman. I would rather challenge Ma Jun, who is level 14, than challenge her. I was naturally a little unhappy in my heart. She had a somewhat arrogant expression on her face. I also raised you 2 levels, in order not to bully you. I tied one hand and learned from you with one hand. One-handed sparring. Isn't this insulting? Women's basic attributes are not as good as men's. Coupled with physical tolerance and many other aspects are weaker than men. Higher internal strength is fair. No need to tie hands at all. When the people around heard this, they couldn't help but sneer. Fighting with a woman, but also one-handed, However, with the power of the trembling swordsmanship, Zunuxia is more than enough to fight that ignorant boy with one hand. Li Chengfeng felt even more unhappy. However, his temper is not bad, he only said. No, the level of martial arts is not only based on internal strength, Brother Ma, let's learn from each other. Tisk. Ma Jun was a little embarrassed, so he had to tell the truth. Brother Li, it's not that I don't want to learn from you. It's just that your internal strength is much lower than mine, and you have no sect and no decent martial arts. Do you still need to compare your strength with me? Ma Jun's words were polite, but every sentence reveals the meaning of Li Chengfeng's greatness. The rest of the people heard the words and agreed. Indeed, even a little brain knows that the outcome is doomed. This guy's head is really iron. He doesn't have two brushes, so he has to choose the best one. Zhu Mei was rejected by Li Chengfeng. Heart is even more unhappy. Taking a step forward, he raised the sword in his hand. Why do you look down on me as a woman? Believe it or not, I will defeat you within 10 strokes, so that you can see the power of my trembling swordsmanship in Trembling Sword Villa. Li Chengfeng's temper is also limited. At this time, I couldn't help it anymore, and gave her a cold look. Do not believe. Zhu Mei was immediately ashamed and angry. Okay you dare to look down on me. Isn't this a thief calling to catch a thief? Who looked down on whom first? Li Chengfeng sneered. It's not that I despise you, it's that you despise me. What's so great about level 13 and 14, let's go together. Ma Jun's face turned cold. You are shameless. Li Chengfeng has poked his face. He could no longer be polite to Li Chengfeng. The audience around was shocked. Is that kid crazy? If he can't beat one, he still wants to pick two. Isn't it so big that you haven't been beaten? Do you want to get enough of each one today? Arrogant, too arrogant. The trembling sword technique has never been so called out. Li Chengfeng released the broken jade sword from the bracelet. Come to the open space, stand with a sword. Hook his fingers at Ma Jun and Zhu Mei. The eyes are cold and the temperament is high. Come on, the two of you come together and see how many moves can end the battle. Ma Jun is also imposing. Okay, then as you wish. Let's see, I sent the trembling sword technique very well. Zhu Mei finished speaking and drew her sword. Run towards Li Chengfeng with Ma Jun. After adding basic attributes, Ma Jun's speed reaches 197. After adding basic attributes, Zhu Mei's speed reaches 173. The audience said, so fast, especially some of the newcomers present. Immediately surprised. What the hell, the rookie level is not high. Spiritual attributes are also not high. In their eyes, Ma Jun and Zhu Mei are simply lightning fast. However, this is in the opinion of Li Chengfeng, who has the spiral opposite winding chi method to activate internal energy. That's it, even if he's only level 11. But with basic properties. His audiovisual insight and neural reflex speed both reached 200 points. Li Chengfeng's sword turned. He swung out a black crescent moon sword that was more than 1 meter long. Hoo-hoo. Two extremely fast sword chi flew parallel to the ground, towards the lower bodies of Ma Jun and Zhu Mei respectively. So fast. Both were surprised. For one thing, the speed of the sword chi was beyond their expectations. Second, Li Chengfeng sent out two swords of this size in such a short period of time, which was beyond their expectations. But they are also prepared. His footsteps paused, and he jumped to the side to avoid the sword chi. Li Chengfeng's mouth raised. With SS-level martial arts talent, he has a combat IQ of 213. Everything is in his calculations. The time has come. Whoa 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 whoa. Dozens of the same crescent moon sword chi shot out. It's like a burst of Katyusha. Or machine gun fire. Everyone was shocked. Fog grass. Oh my god. What the hell? Certainly, the most shocked were Ma Jun and Zhu Mei. They predicted that Li Chengfeng sent two big swords. At this time, the inner energy should be slackened, and it is temporarily impossible to release any energy moves or make any big moves. But Li Chengfeng actually sent more than a dozen Daisian Qi in a row. The black sword Qi was rapidly approaching the two of them. The two of them jumped quite high just now because they avoided the leg-sweeping sword Qi. The body is still in the air. Steps off the ground, there is no way to use force to change the position, so it is impossible to dodge. You can only choose to block. Bang bang, bang 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 bang. Zhu Mei blocked two swords, but she couldn't stop it. The sword Qi behind her all smashed onto her. Bang bang bang, bang bang bang. Ma Jun blocked three swords. A few swords from the back slammed into him violently. The two originally ran towards Li Chengfeng. After being hit by the sword Qi, they all flew out. Boom, boom, the two landed. Puff, puff. Everyone bleeds. Serious internal injuries. The audience present were all stunned. What is Li Chengfeng? Human cannon. Do not. It is a human Katyusha rocket launcher. Who can withstand this firepower? Under the advanced double inner alchemy activation method, Li Chengfeng's recruiting time is only 1/8 of the normal time. Firepower is naturally 8 times that of others. Li Chengfeng returned the sword to the sheath. This is the end. Ma Jun and Zhu Mei were sore and uncomfortable at this time. How could they continue to fight? But what bothered them the most was the pain in their hearts. One of them is level 14 and the other is level 13. Team up against a level 11. He was defeated in one round after being dealt with. And it was a complete fiasco. Shame. Disgraceful to Grandma's house. The surrounding warriors came back to their senses, and they were all astonished. Dangling the sky. What martial arts did he use? Strong. It's so strong. It's only level 11, and it beats 2 high levels in one round. I'm afraid what kind of top martial arts does he use? It must be a top-level martial art that is several times more powerful than the S-level trembling swordsmanship. He also said that he has no sect and no sect. This martial art is definitely the secret art of the world's 12 famous schools. These audiences, Li Chengfeng, have long been unhappy with them. Glancing at them, he said, "Don't talk nonsense if you don't know, otherwise it will look like a retarded person. What I use is just an ordinary sword attack." Ordinary sword Qi attack. Everyone was shocked when they heard this. Ordinary sword Qi attack has the effect of this kind of burst. Bully us have not seen the world. Don't want to reveal martial arts. Saying it's a normal attack, you're pretending too much, right? Everyone looked at Li Chengfeng with that kind of look. Obviously, he didn't believe that it was an ordinary sword Qi attack. Li Chengfeng was also drunk. A random normal attack is regarded as a top-level martial art. This group of people is really good enough. Open black lens bracket ding. Complete the follow-up quest of swordsmanship. Close black lens bracket. Defeat the people of Trembling Sword Villa. Close black lens bracket. Obtain the first part of the stunt of swordsmanship with micro shaking. Close black lens bracket. Li Chengfeng is happy. Finally, there are some stunts that can be used even by a single player. Ding. Trigger a new follow-up quest for swordsmanship. Close black lens bracket. Defeat the head of Trembling Sword Villa. Close black lens bracket. The quest reward, swordsmanship of the Trembling, stunt second part. Close black lens bracket. At this time, Ma Jun forced himself to get up. He staggered over and gave Li Chengfeng an unusual fist. Brother Li is highly skilled in martial arts, and I admire it. Brother Li, please tell me the truth, which faction or family you belong to. It's also a good way to make me lose my heart. Li Chengfeng saw him pitiful. If I don't tell him, I'm afraid that he will be depressed for several years when he thinks of today's shame. So I told the truth with great compassion. I'm a newcomer and haven't joined the sect yet. Newbie. Everyone was stunned once again. Newcomers have this power. What a talent that is. I'm afraid it is the existence of the world's top famous families competing for it. Many of the people present were here to recruit disciples. There are rich rewards for recruiting outstanding disciples back. Talents like Li Chengfeng, if you can ride him and don't know the world sect, coax him into your own sect. After going back, the reward should not be too exaggerated. Everyone swarmed up, surrounded Li Chengfeng. Gossip. Brother Li Chengfeng, you are very skilled, do you want to join our Kongtong faction? Brother Li, I am in need of a good player like you in Eastern Shaolin. Young Master Li, you are very skilled, why don't we take a step and have a drink and have a good talk? Brother Li, please join our Trembling Sword Villa. Brother Li Chengfeng, I beg you to join our Wufang Iron Gunman. ... When these people saw Li Chengfeng's talent, it was a lick. What's more, he really knelt down to Li Chengfeng. Li Chengfeng sneered in his heart. Bully yourself as a newcomer, don't you know anything? These little sects, I have never heard of them. As for Trembling Sword Villa, I have already mastered most of the trembling swordsmanship, do you miss you? Mission has been completed. Li Chengfeng also had no intention of staying. Take a leap. Soar 5 or 6 meters high. Jump out of the crowd. Young Master Li, don't go. The crowd chased after them, but they were far behind. Everyone is depressed. He's only level 11, and he's not wearing any armor. How can he run so fast? The first time I got home, Li Chengfeng dug out the first chapter of the stunt of swordsmanship with micro shaking that he just obtained. This article contains a total of 6 stunts. They are Sword Chi Trembling, 1 foot Microlight, Flower Branches Trembling, Dong Yin Candle Micro, Resonant Meniscus Wave, and Dragon Mighty Tiger Vibration. All of them are rare first-class stunts. Li Chengfeng started to study immediately. There are 6 stunts. If everyone learns, they can't chew more than they can chew. Not learning well is not very useful. So he chose the simplest one of them, Sword Chi and Trembling, to practice. SS-level martial arts talent, plus additional progress bonuses. Li Chengfeng practiced Sword Chi Trembling to level 2 in 1 day. That is, to a moderate level. In the evening, Ding Cheng, the old man of the Xiaoyao faction, sent a message. Ding Cheng, I have confirmed with the head that the legendary achievement can indeed increase the monthly salary by 100 million yuan. Ding Cheng, in addition, if you are willing to join our Xiaoyao faction, you will be rewarded with an additional 1 million yuan when you get started. Ding Cheng, what do you think? Li Chengfeng was interested in the Xiaoyao faction. Now offering a sizable extra entry bonus. Natural interest is even stronger. Li Chengfeng, send me the contract. To join a sect is to sign an exact contract. And it is also a contract of the Holy Station contract type. The binding force is particularly strong. Ding Cheng then sent the contract of their inner disciple of Xiaoyao sect to Li Chengfeng. Xu Fuyao also received the news. I mentioned to Li Chengfeng during dinner. The grandfather of the Xiaoyao school said that as long as we are willing to be like the Xiaoyao school, we will be rewarded 1 million yuan for entry. What's your plan? Xu Fuyao sucked the tip of the chopsticks. I can do it, see what you mean. If you join, I'll join. What if I don't join? Li Chengfeng was a little hesitant at this time. Because the inner disciple contract of the Xiaoyao faction is a bit exaggerated. 1 signature is 50 years. After signing, he will serve the freelance sect for 50 years. You cannot leave the sect unless approved by the head. Once the inner disciple contract is signed, it is equivalent to being a member of the Xiaoyao faction. Li Chengfeng has learned, for almost all sects contracts for inner disciples, the minimum signing period is 50 years. Many can reach 200 or 300 years, and even have a lifetime contract. There is also a contract for outer disciples, with a minimum of 2 years. But outer sect disciples are outsiders to the sect. The benefits in all aspects are only half of those of inner disciples. And double the working hours per day. The martial arts of the martial arts that can be learned are not as many as those of the inner disciples. Outer disciples of the Xiaoyao sect could not learn the Beiming divine art. So being an outsider disciple means nothing to Li Chengfeng. 50 years is a bit long. Therefore, Li Chengfeng hesitated. Xu Fuyao said with certainty. If you don't add it, neither will I. Why, don't you want 1 million? Li Chengfeng was a little curious. 1 million is a lot of money for her now. Xu Fuyao said without thinking. Because I don't want to be separated from you. Li Chengfeng was startled, then stared at her with a faint smile. It sounds so sweet. Xu Fuyao couldn't be seen by his hot eyes, her eyes wandered. 2 blushes immediately appeared on the small face. I mean, separated, it will be inconvenient to cultivate in the future. However, when he mentioned cultivation, his face turned even redder. Because when cultivating, they don't wear outer clothing. Li Chengfeng couldn't help but be shocked. This woman is extraordinarily beautiful when she blushes. For the past 2 days, Shu Fuyao stayed at home and cultivated by himself. Finally, I have completed the specialization in wood attribute heaven and earth. From now on, her chi will have 2 different characteristics. A powerful force, a powerful moisturizing recovery. Stayed at home for a few days. After dinner, she took Li Chengfeng out for a walk to breathe. These days go by. Some of the less talented newcomers began to find other ways to make money. Start a small business. There are gradually some hawker stalls downstairs in the community. Sell novelty gadgets from other species stores. Gradually, a night market was formed. At night, everyone goes out for a walk. Residents on the 100th floor usually stay at home and do not see many people here. But once it came to the ground, it was very lively. Everyone strolled around the night market, crowded. Suddenly a scream came from not far away. What? Ah, run away. What followed was a thump, as if a heavy hammer hit the ground. The crowd looked for fame. I saw a dozen human-shaped giant creatures rushing into the crowd in the distance. Each is 4 or 5 meters tall. They are all sturdy, with unusually sturdy limbs and extremely ugly faces. Some carry 2 or 3 meter long broadswords, while others hold mace. Kill anyone who sees it. Slash with a knife. Cut people directly into 2 pieces. Hit with a stick, directly smashing living people into flesh. Ah! Screams rang out. People were running around. Li Chengfeng was also shocked. Check out information on one of the giant creatures. Name: Barbarian, Ondo. Species: Barbarian. Level: Level 21. Equipment: good quality. Strength: 1260. Speed: 275. Spirit: 280. Li Chengfeng was shocked. The strength attribute of this barbarian is as high as 1260 points. It's almost 5 times as long as he wears the gear. Too strong. It's an alien, let's go. Li Chengfeng took Shu Fuyao to run home. Barbarians are one of the top 10 species on this planet. He is tall and strong, his weight is calculated in tons, and he is born with brute strength. General basic strength can reach 200 points. Furthermore, their internal strength increases the strength attribute twice as much as humans. Even if Li Chengfeng wears the armor, his strength is only 290 points. There are more than 10 giants on the other side, and he does not dare to show his power. The barbarians will kill anyone they see. But they didn't rush into the building. Only kill people outside. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuyao watched what was happening outside through the glass door on the first floor. Howling all over the place. The screams were endless. Shu Fuyao's beauty is pale. How could this be? Why did the barbarians suddenly kill? Li Chengfeng looked solemn. According to the rules of the holy station, killing aliens can not only gain experience, but also get 50% of the balance in the account of the killed aliens. There are no masters in the newcomer area, and it is easy to kill and there will be no obstacles. They should be there to make money. These buildings are the property of the holy station, and if they are damaged, they will be compensated, so they will not break in. Quote, the people who escaped were so frightened that they sat on the ground with their legs limp. The timid girl was already crying. Magic University Group. Li Chengfeng. At everyone, urgent news, some aliens are killed, everyone hurry back indoors. What is that? It's so tall, it's as tall as 3 people. Help, my roommates are dead. They kill anyone they see. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Damn, kill people indiscriminately. Running back indoors is useful. Those barbarians don't go indoors. Great God, Chengfeng is right. Those who are still outside hurry home. This is a terrible event, not a joke. Fortunately, Chengfeng God reminded early, the barbarians first appeared in their 8th building. Fortunately, the great God reminded him early, those barbarians moved so fast, and one move ended a life. If I hadn't come back early, I would have died long ago. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Chengfeng God saved us. What happened in the newcomer area? Alien carnage. Are you still in the newcomer area? Hurry up to join the nationality, or martial arts. Protected by the state and sect, aliens dare not mess around. ... At this time, the barbarian named Ondo chased a little fat man towards Li Chengfeng and the others. The little fat man shook his body and ran desperately. Li Chengfeng's expression lingered. The figure was somewhat familiar to him. Taking a closer look, The fat man was Zhou Wen, his roommate at school. Li Chengfeng quickly released the black gold swordsman suit, armor and broken jade sword from the bracelet. Zhou Wen only has level 5 internal strength, and his speed is less than 70 points. Ando has a speed of 275 points and it is only a matter of time before he catches up. Li Chengfeng can leave the others alive and dead. But Zhou Wen is his roommate who has lived with him for more than a year. He couldn't watch him die. Quickly take off your shoes and coat, and step on the armor. The armor opened and closed, automatically wrapping him. Some of the people living in this building are teachers and students of Modu University. The people who fled to the first floor saw this scene and exclaimed, God Chengfeng actually has a battle armor. It's still a good product, speed plus 120, so cool. Is God going to take action? But that barbarian is level 21. Power 1260, extremely terrifying. God, don't be impulsive. God Li, don't be impulsive, you will die if you go out. Level 21, one move can kill you. Everyone advised Li Chengfeng. But he won't change his mind. Xu Fuyao picked up the sword on the ground and handed it to him. Be careful. Li Chengfeng nodded, and the last transparent visor of the armor came down, covering him. He was tightly wrapped in black and gold armor. There is a 2-finger-wide gold belt around the body that fits on the armor. Glittering golden light. At the same time, the distance between Ando and Zhou Wen is further shortening. A girl flees from the other barbarians, not noticing Ando in a panic. Accidentally inserted in the past, ran into between Ando and Zhou Wen. Ang Duo bent down slightly and fished with a big hand. Pick up the girl and open her mouth wide. It's like biting a chicken leg, biting and pulling. The girl immediately separated her head. Died. Ando threw the girl away and continued to chase Zhou Wen. Li Chengfeng rushed out of the building to meet Zhou Wen. Brother Li, save me. Whoosh. Li Chengfeng swung 2 large swords over 1 meter long. This sword chi may be quite big for a human, but to Ando, who is more than 5 meters tall, it is only 2 small sword chi. Ando waved the giant knife in his hand. Ouch! The blade collided with the sword chi, easily breaking the 2 sword chi. But his steps slowed down a bit. Li Chengfeng gritted his teeth and thought. The quality has changed. Good product. Broken jade sword has 2 times the quality change multiple. The original 16 kilograms sword soon became only 8 kilograms in mass. Half the weight. Hoo. Li Chengfeng fired 6 swords in a row again. Pretty fast. Ando was slightly surprised. After the sword is lighter, it is easier to swing. The flying speed of Li Chengfeng's sword chi was greatly increased. The 3 sword chi flew to different parts of Ando's body. The other 3 blocked the way for Ando's top, left, and right to dodge. Ang Duo hesitated for a moment, and had no choice but to stop and concentrate on blocking the 3 extremely fast swords. Bang bang. Whoa, the 2 swords were blocked. Because of that hesitation, one of the swords hit Angdo's leg. Great hit. People hiding in the building applauded. However, Ando swept the parts that were hit as if sweeping the dust. In his mouth, he said a few slang words that everyone could not understand. Probably mocking Li Chengfeng's lack of power. Indeed, Li Chengfeng's inner strength is only level 11. The power of Qi is nothing more than that of Ando. Ando is wearing a level 20 high-quality battle armor, and the protection effect is very good. Defend against Li Chengfeng's general sword chi casually. His ordinary sword chi attack hit Ando's armor, and its power was weakened by half. It finally landed on Ando, but it was the feeling of a hard slap on the thigh. It hurts a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. Ando noticed that Li Chengfeng was equipped and leveled, so he didn't go after Zhou Wen. After all, killing Li Chengfeng is more valuable than killing Zhou Wen. He gave up Zhou Wen and went to Li Chengfeng instead. After Li Chengfeng put on the armor, his strength was 290, his speed was 320, and his spirit was 300. It's faster than the bulky Ando. 1-by-1 fights. There is a huge difference in size. Ando is almost 2 stories high. Li Chengfeng's whole body is not as long as his leg. However, Li Chengfeng's swordsmanship basic moves are complete. With his sword, his figure is agile, and he skillfully avoids Ando's giant sword. The opponent's strength is too great, he can't face the move at all, he can only fight. Li Chengfeng is focused on the spirit of 12 points. Don't be careless at all. The power of 1260 points is no joke. With just one move, people may be gone. After more than a dozen rounds, Zhou Wen finally ran into the building. Xu Fuyao sent a private message to Li Chengfeng. Xu Fuyao. Okay, your roommate has come in, let's go. Hearing this, Li Chengfeng also withdrew into the building. Ando's speed of 275, but he can't catch up with the speed of 320. Li Chengfeng withdrew halfway, and suddenly heard a very loud laughter behind him. Ha 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 ha. Looking back in confusion, Ando raised his head on his hips and sneered, then thrust the giant knife into the ground. Pissed in Li Chengfeng's direction in front of many people. Everyone in the building was shocked. My aunt, my thighs are so thick. Damn, isn't this humiliating? The lesbians raised their hands to cover their eyes. Don't look at those hot eyes. Brother Li, I'm safe, come back soon. Zhou Wen waved and shouted at the door, humiliating Li Chengfeng in this way in front of so many people. Can Li Chengfeng bear this? Can't stand it. Li Chengfeng gritted his teeth, turned around and stared at Angda coldly. On the other hand, he sent a message to Xu Fuyao, take a flashlight and take a picture of me, the more the better. Xu Fuyao heard the words and organized everyone to take a flashlight to Li Chengfeng. Without saying a word, Zhou Wen bought 20 flashlights directly from the mall and distributed them to everyone. The light of the flashlight focused on Li Chengfeng and shone on his back. Seeing that this sarcasm worked, Angda hooked Li Chengfeng. It means you let the horse come over. Li Chengfeng cum shots. With a wave of the long sword, some gravel was drawn on the concrete floor. With a kick, a gravel flew towards Ando. Just a small stone. Ando didn't dodge. Clang. The small stone smashed on the Ando battle armor, making a crisp collision sound. Li Chengfeng heard the sound and his oracle moved. I heard that the resonance frequency of Ando's armor is about 1800 Hz. Listen to the frequency. This is the basic skill of small trembling sword technique. Li Chengfeng turned his sword and used the slightly trembling sword technique he had just learned, Jian Qi trembling. The collected sword qi vibrated with high frequency. The frequency also happens to be around 1800 Hz. Woohoo hoo hoo. 5 sword qi trembling were sent out one after another. Ando sneered. A mere level 11 brat, still trying to hurt me. He raised his chest and raised his head, neither dodging nor evading nor blocking. Li Chengfeng followed Jian Qi and rushed forward. Bang 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 bang. The 5 sword qi fell on Ando one after another. Ando's huge body twitched violently. Open black lens bracket Jian Qi trembling close black lens bracket has extremely strong penetrating power at similar frequencies. Ignores most of Ando's armor. Penetrates armor and hits the flesh. Ando is in pain. Roaring in the mouth, screaming in the heart. How come? This kid is only level 11, yet he can actually break my defense. The power of sword qi trembling is stronger than ordinary sword qi. Ando staggered and almost fell over. At this time, Li Chengfeng had already rushed in front of him. In the dark, the light is not good. Li Chengfeng is a black armor, which is not easy to see. Ando had to keep his eyes wide open, his eyes locked on Li Chengfeng, ready to attack with a knife. However, Li Chengfeng's black and gold swordsman armor that absorbed enough light showed its special effects. Li Chengfeng's golden belt suddenly radiated a dazzling light. Ando's eyes were wide open when he was flashed. Suddenly, I can't see anything. Quality change. 2-fold magnification. The 16-kilogram broken jade sword increased sharply to 32 kilograms. A full 64 pounds. Li Chengfeng used all his energy. Jump up. A sword stabbed towards Ando's neck. Ando wears a level 20 high-quality battle armor with 400 points of extreme physical defense. Li Chengfeng's good broken jade sword has a physical damage limit of 340. Ando knew that he was going to be hit, so he did his best to supply energy to the battle armor. Make it a maximum of 400 physical defense. 340 physical damage against 400 physical defense. Clang. A powerful blow just stabs a small crack in the armor. However, Andoyan's eyes were wide open and his eyes were too focused on Li Chengfeng. The blinding time of both eyes is greatly increased. Before he could react, Li Chengfeng attacked the crack with all his strength. The long sword rubbed against the armor to emit chi-chi sparks. The blade pierced through Ando's thick neck and pierced his spine. Li Chengfeng was afraid that he would not die, so he was pulling his sword and spinning and splitting. Dong dong dong. The huge head fell to the ground. Li Chengfeng gasped. You should be dead now, you are safe. Ando's neck was like a fountain, spraying black blood. The people watching the battle from a distance in the building were stunned. Level 11 Li Chengfeng killed a level 21 giant. Bang! Ando's several-ton corpse fell heavily to the ground. A ray of golden light from the corpse penetrated into Li Chengfeng's body. Open black lens bracket ding. You kill an alien. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, get 50% of the balance in his account. Close black lens bracket. Money plus 216,000 yuan. Close black lens bracket. Ah, so much money. Li Chengfeng is overjoyed. I never thought it would be so profitable to kill an alien. This is worth more than the boss in the copy. At the same time, another ray of light penetrated into Li Chengfeng's body from Ando's body. He suddenly felt that his understanding of internal strength and martial arts had reached a higher level. Open black lens bracket ding. Your internal strength has risen to level 12. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The sword trembling stunt has been upgraded to level 3. Close black lens bracket. Li Chengfeng followed with another joy. Both internal and martial arts have been upgraded. Killing an alien after crossing level 10, he actually went up to level 1 directly. You know, he only got a 0.4 level after playing a 2-person dungeon. Open black lens bracket ding. You complete the super challenge, killing an opponent of the same equipment quality and level 10 higher than you. Close black lens bracket. Received the golden character excellence achievement, excellence, leapfrog killer. Close black lens bracket. Li Chengfeng is overjoyed. Gold letters of excellence. Ding Cheng of the Xiaoyao school said that as long as you have outstanding achievements, you can concentrate on martial arts instead of working. In this way, Li Chengfeng joined Xiaoyao Pai to avoid the task of working 4 hours a day. In addition, a disciple of the Xiaoyao school, for every outstanding achievement, monthly salary plus 50,000 yuan. With this achievement, it's not too good to join the free and easy sect. At this time, the barbarians who were slaughtering everywhere learned of Ando's death. The team discussed. No, Ando is dead. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. There must be a strong human presence. Retreat. The barbarians began to retreat. They are just bullies. Otherwise, it will not be specially selected for the newcomer area. They definitely didn't expect that the one who killed Ando was a level 11 rookie. Otherwise, they will definitely come and kill Li Chengfeng together. See, the barbarians have started to retreat. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Great, the barbarians have withdrawn. Li Dashan is too good. He killed a level 21 alien at level 11, and he was still that kind of behemoth. Wow, that's amazing, the barbarians are scared away. Great God Chengfeng, he really deserves to be a great god. Who is that handsome guy? So handsome, I don't know, that's the genius of our Modu University, God Li Chengfeng. This kind of man makes people feel safe. Does he have a girlfriend? Xu Fuyao looked back at the girl who was talking. Yes. It's okay to have it. The rules of the new world are different, and it doesn't say that you can only have one husband and one wife. Xu Fuyao. Zhou Wen rushed out, knelt down and sat down, hugging Li Chengfeng's thigh. Crying, Brother Li, you scared me to death. You saved my life. From now on, my life will be yours. In the process of being chased by Ando, he thought several times that he was going to die. If it wasn't for Li Chengfeng, he might have been cut in two by now. Li Chengfeng dumped him. Get up, a big man, why are you crying? Xu Fuyao trotted up. Aren't you hurt? It's okay, it's just that the back of his knife was rubbed. Let me heal your wounds. I now have the property of earth force wood, so I can be considered a doctor. At this time, everyone came out to surround Li Chengfeng. While applauding and praising his martial arts, Li Chengfeng pressed his hand. Everyone is gone, go home early and stay indoors as much as possible. There is no guarantee that the barbarians will not go and return, and there is no guarantee that there are other aliens who want to come to the newcomer area to pick up money. When everyone heard the words, their expressions changed. scared again and ran back indoors. Clang clang. Li Chengfeng tapped Ando's armor with his scabbard. Lost the owner's offering. The armor was stimulated and retracted into large metal bricks. Li Chengfeng put these armors into the storage bracelet. A set of level 20 quality armor. This is much more valuable than the level 11 good quality armor on him. All users of the site. Ando also has a storage bracelet on his wrist. But the storage bracelet is indestructible. Only controlled by the binder. No one else can get what's inside. When Ando dies, the contents are automatically assigned to the name of the heir appointed by Ando before his death. Although the barbarians evacuated halfway, but the number 88 community still suffered their merciless slaughter. There are new corpses all over the place. It was dawn, and many people were still too scared to go out. The weak eat the strong. This is the law of this world. Originally, Li Chengfeng had given up the idea of joining the sect. But after experiencing it with his own eyes, he changed his mind. The power of the individual is indeed not as strong as the power of the collective. If the next time you come with a higher level, or two at the same time, he may not be able to resist. Shan Chao is too easy to be killed. Their current level is not high, and they lack the ability to protect themselves. If you want to develop safely, relying on a strong collective is undoubtedly the best choice. Besides, joining a sect is actually a good benefit in all aspects. Li Chengfeng sent Ding Cheng a message. Li Chengfeng, Senior Ding, we decided to join the Xiaoyao faction. Ding Cheng, okay, great, welcome, where are you? I'll send Shouty to pick you up right away. Soon, a luxurious Mercedes-Benz car came to a stop in front of the 8th building in number 88 community. The cute girl from the other day got out of the car. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao, who were standing at the door of the building, waved. Big brother, big sister, get in the car. The two got into the car. Xu Fuyao was a little surprised. So you have Mercedes-Benz cars here too? The girl smiled and said, well, this is Mercedes-Benz's latest Qidong sedan. Driven by Qi, I can run 300 kilometers per hour with my inner strength. Li Chengfeng checks the girl's information to see how her inner strength is. Name, Xiao Yudi. Age, 15 years old. Internal strength, level 19. Li Chengfeng was slightly surprised. I didn't see it, you actually have level 19 internal skills. Local people generally start to practice at the age of 10. Level 1 to 10 is not difficult. But levels 10 to 20 are about 5 times harder to level up than levels 1 to 10. The further back you go, the harder it is to level up. It is quite good to be able to cultivate to level 19 in 5 years. Xiao Yudi is also welcome, proud. Of course, I'm one of the 10 young geniuses of our Xiaoyao faction. After saying that, the Mercedes-Benz suddenly jumped forward. The feeling of pushing the back is not overwhelmed by super running. After a few hours drive, the three arrived at the Qin State concession. The reason why it is called a concession is because 99% of its land area is rented from Shengjian. Rent land from Shengjian. The annual rent for 1 square meter of land is 1,000 yuan. Buy land from the Holy Station. The price of 1 square meter of land is 1 million yuan. Buying land is too expensive, and people in most countries rent land for use. Qin's land is in the middle of the human nation. There are other countries that buffer alien invasion, and it is a relatively safe country. As the first sect of Qin State, the Xiaoyao school is very grand and luxurious. The sect covers an area of 6,000 acres. That is 400 million square meters. As much as 4 billion yuan is spent on land rent every year. The vast land area brings a very beautiful interior environment. Compared with the monotonous design of the newcomers area, the Xiaoyao faction is not too beautiful. The garden-style interior environment has a variety of styles. Driving in it is like walking in a beautiful picture scroll. Both Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao are quite satisfied with this. Xiaoyao School Recruitment Office. The two happily signed the dozens of pages of the entry contract. Then fill in the personal entry information. Within the Xiaoyao sect, there is no distinction between junior disciples, senior disciples, or masters. The status of each person is divided uniformly according to the status points. This status score not only determines the monthly salary and benefits. There is also the position in the door. The composition of status points usually includes grades, achievements, important positions in the sect, special contributions to the sect, etc. Old man Ding Cheng took Xu Fuyao's information sheet and counted it for her while looking at it. Each level of internal strength equals 2 status points. Each normal achievement equals 1 status point. Xu Fuyao, your status score is 21. After Ding Cheng finished speaking, he took out a delicate metal token and gave it to Xu Fuyao. This is your identity token inside the door, which will be used for entering and exiting the door in the future. It is also required to receive a monthly salary every month. In addition, with this token, you can order people who have a lower status score than you to do some things within the regulations. Quote, "Oh, thanks." Xu Fuyao then, on the side of the token, was engraved with the words, Xiao Yao Pai, and there was a barcode under the words. The other side is engraved with the words, Xu Fuyao, and there is a screen under the words. 21, was displayed on the screen, apparently her status score. Xiao Yudi took out an album and said, "Sister Xu, if you choose a dormitory here, if you score 21 points, you can probably choose a 50 square meter well-decorated dormitory." Each page of the album has a house type, corresponding to the corresponding points that can be selected. There are 4 types of houses that can be selected by 21 points. Xu Fuyao looked at Li Chengfang. Xiao Yudi followed. Of course, if you want to live with Li Chengfang, your status points can add up to choose a better dormitory. At this time, Ding Cheng picked up Li Chengfang's entry information sheet. First give him input information on the computer to create a file. Then operate the laser engraver to engrave his identity token. Then give him points. Hey, you're already level 12. You were only level 11 2 days ago. Ding Cheng was surprised when he saw Li Chengfang's internal strength level. A rookie, reaching level 12 so quickly. The speed is really surprising. Level 12 equals 24 status points. In addition, you have a common achievement, and the status score is +1. In addition, you have an outstanding achievement. What do you do when you fill in the outstanding achievement form? Ding Cheng was puzzled. In my heart, I directly denied the possibility of Li Chengfang having a remarkable achievement. Because he thought it was impossible. Li Chengfang shrugged slightly. Because I have an outstanding achievement. How is this possible? Where did you get your outstanding achievements as a newcomer, and I have never achieved an outstanding achievement in my age. We are doing business, you don't have to joke with the old man. Quote. Ding Cheng didn't believe it at all. Because he knows how difficult it is to achieve a great achievement. If you don't believe me, look. Li Chengfang didn't say much, seeing is true and hearing is false. Directly set the achievement obtained by your own killing Ondo is public. Ding Cheng chose to view the achievement information and took a closer look. Almost missed a pair of old eyeballs. I saw Li Chengfang's achievements with a string of golden characters floating above his head. Open black lens bracket excellent, leapfrog killer close black lens bracket. Xiao Yudi was surprised when she saw it. It's so boring. Excellent, a leapfrog killer, killing opponents with the same equipment quality that is 10 levels higher in internal strength. God, big brother, how did you do it? Ding Cheng's withered old hands were raised in the air, trembling. Can't calm down for a long time. He never thought that such a string of golden characters representing great glory would appear on his head. But he worked hard for half his life, and he could never pass a super difficult dungeon. Or complete a super challenge. Thus, such a heavy achievement cannot be obtained. The measurement of martial arts strength usually includes the strength of internal strength, martial arts, and body. The strength of internal strength is very simple, you can see it directly by looking at the level. However, the strength of martial skills and body cannot be measured by data. The achievement is to be able to draw out the comprehensive strength of a person's martial arts. So people today take achievement very seriously. It's amazing, it's amazing. Ding Cheng was amazed. I've been recruiting in the Xiaoyao faction for 20 years, and it's the first time I've recruited a talent like Li Gongzi. I'm really lucky to have Li Gongzi to join my Xiaoyao faction. Ding Cheng was very fortunate that he directly recruited a person with outstanding achievements. Talents like Li Chengfang, even if the top famous family will fight to grab him. As a result, he made himself a bargain and recruited him into the door. Now that his contract has been signed, he will be a freelancer for 50 years. I can't even run. Li Chengfeng smiled politely. Senior Ding has won the prize, you continue. Your outstanding achievement is worth 50 status points. Do the math and you have a total of 75 points. Ding Cheng said, and looked at Li Chengfeng's head again. Want to see again how beautiful that remarkable, gold-like achievement is. However, Li Chengfeng has set the achievement information to privacy at this time. He can't see. How did you turn off the achievement information? Such a beautiful and outstanding achievement should be made public and displayed more. Oh, I'm just getting started, I just came here, I just want to keep a low profile. Ding Cheng nodded in approval. It's rare. Many young people today want to hang on their necks when they have a little achievement, or shout it out with a loudspeaker, and want to let the whole world know immediately. However, you are so young and know how to restrain yourself. It's really rare. Xu Fuyao looked at Li Chengfeng beside him. There was a slight smile on her beautiful face. She also likes Li Chengfeng's restrained character. Soon, Li Chengfeng's identity token also came out. Li Chengfeng 75 points. This score has already compared to a good part of Xiaoyao's disciples. After calculating the points, you can choose the dormitory. Li Chengfeng bumped Xu Fuyao with his elbow. Are we still living together? I can do it, Xu Fuyao said vaguely, and wanted to live with him in her heart. But I don't want to agree directly, so as not to make myself look like a cheap price. Again, the coldness and restraint of the school flower. Li Chengfeng didn't understand her thoughts. I deliberately wanted to tease her, to see if I could break through the coldness and restraint of the school girl. He said, understood, you should say this because you don't want to reject me directly, for fear that I will be embarrassed, so you can say it. In fact, you want to live by yourself, right? What? Xu Fuyao was stunned for a moment, then panicked immediately. Posing a pair of Qianqiansu hands. No, I want to live with you, I really want to live with you. Ha ha, hired so soon. It's so easy to be beaten by yourself. Li Chengfeng couldn't help laughing. Xu Fuyao realized that what she said was a bit too much. All of a sudden I sold my inner thoughts. Pretty face blushed, hurriedly explained. I mean, you have such a high status. If I live with you, I will definitely be able to choose a big house. I will take advantage of it. Li Chengfeng stopped teasing her and said to Xiao Yudi. We live together. Xiao Yudi thought they were a couple. But what they said just now didn't sound like a couple. Curiously asked, Brother Li, Sister Xu, are you a couple? No, Xu Fuyao shook her head slightly. Li Chengfeng wanted to pay back her defense and said, not for now. Not yet. The subtext is that the latter may be. When Xu Fuyao heard this, she almost fainted from joy. Surely he has feelings for himself. Is this real? Did you hear it right? He had never revealed that to himself these days. Very happy. After hinting to him so many times, he seemed to finally be enlightened. Xu Fuyao squeezed her face between her jade palms to prevent herself from smiling too clearly. Where did Li Chengfeng not see her little actions? I already have a number in my mind. It seems that the school flower of Xu is really interested in herself. Damn, it seems that he has some movement in his heart for her. Li Chengfeng's status is 75. In addition to Xu Fuyao's 21 points, a full 96 points. Depend on this position. The two chose a one-story, 4-room garden apartment. Luxurious decoration, ready to move in. The living room has 2 floors with high ceilings. As soon as you enter, you will feel very spacious and comfortable. There is a balcony garden outside the living room. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao are both satisfied with their new home. Because of his outstanding achievements, Li Chengfeng was directly relieved of his 4 hours of work a day. But Xu Fuyao didn't, and the sect would arrange a job for her after a while. Taking advantage of the explosion rate bonus this week, Li Chengfeng is going to try the hard mode copy of Brave the World. A copy of normal mode can be teleported directly at the holy station. But the difficulty above ordinary, super, hell and legend all require the challenger to personally go to the copy entrance to transfer. Brave the World will be a copy of the human race. Its entrance is in the human race domain. It is only over 100 kilometers away from Xiaoyao School. Running can also run, but Li Chengfeng doesn't want to waste that physical strength and inner energy. So I decided to buy myself a transport. It is also convenient to go anywhere in the future, without throwing ham. Li Chengfeng received 210,000 yuan for killing the alien Ando. This money is more than enough to buy an ordinary family car in the human race mall. However, Li Chengfeng's storage bracelet has only 1 cubic meter of storage space. If you can't fit a car, you will face a lot of parking difficulties. Finally, I plan to buy a motorcycle that can fit on the bracelet. Li Chengfeng enters the Shengjian system interface. Shopping, human mall, transportation, motorcycle. There are thousands of motorcycles available. A few thousand yuan for a cheap car, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of expensive. Li Chengfeng wanted a fast runner, so he checked the supercar type. In the end, I randomly chose the BMW S1000 motorcycle supercar that sold the first. The fuel version tops out at 180,000 yuan. The top version of the Qidong version is 280,000 yuan. As a person from Blue Star, Li Chengfeng, of course, prefers to listen to the roar of fuel locomotives. So I opted for the fuel version. The BMW S1000 is 2 meters long though. But the volume it actually takes up is just over 300 liters. The space of 1 cubic meter of Li Chengfeng bracelet is a full 1000 liters. Directly released the BMW motorcycle from the wristband, and by the way, sold some gasoline in the mall. Downstairs in the apartment, Li Chengfeng was wearing a battle armor and started his motorcycle. Xu Fuyao was ready to get into the car. Li Chengfeng reminded, "You'd better put on your armor to activate your inner strength. This car is a bit fast. It can accelerate to 100 kilometers in 2.9 seconds, and the top speed can reach 300 kilometers per hour. I am a novice. Fall to death. Can't you ride slower?" Xu Fuyao felt that safety should be the first priority in traffic. Ride slower. Did I buy a supercar to buy groceries? Of course not. A supercar should run super fast to save time, right? Xu Fuyao activated his internal strength and wore battle armor. In this way, even if there is a car accident, you will not be injured. Whoosh. 2 rides. Speeding down the one-way 5-lane highway with no speed limit. Brave the world. Hard mode. Li Chengfeng and Xu Fuyao entered this dungeon again. Compared with the last time, the equipment of both of them has been greatly improved. The last time they challenged the normal mode, the two did not even have a set of armor. Wearing a sports suit, a knife will break. Weapons are also man-made junk weapons. Now Li Chengfeng has a level 12 internal strength, and his battle armor is also a level 11 battle armor. But, as soon as he entered the dungeon, he found that his internal strength had been suppressed to level 10. Level 11 equipment attribute data has also been suppressed to level 10. And it is downright, and even the effect of the suit has been suppressed. Originally, it could flash a strong light every 10 seconds to blind others for 1 second. Now blinds every 10.9 seconds for 0.9 seconds. Li Chengfeng understood. It seems that the situation of crushing the copy by the level advantage does not exist. No matter how high the internal strength level and equipment level are, once you enter the copy, it will be immediately suppressed to level 10 data. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.